A very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of News Now. It is the 20th day of December 2025, and it is just 11 days before we usher in the new year 2026. I hope you and yours are well from wherever you are watching us now. It is 59 minutes past 12 East African time. News Now begins now. Now, Kenya's political debate is intensifying as opposition leaders push back against the government's vision of transforming the country into the next Singapore. They argue that everyday economic pain, not distant aspirations, should take center stage. At the heart of the criticism is growing frustration among citizens who say they are yet to feel the impact of the promised bottom-up economic model. This is despite rising taxes, soaring prices of basic commodities, and strained household incomes, fueling calls for immediate relief rather than long-term political projections.
In terms of where he's heading,
spindi ya wheelbarrow itafika Malaysia kweli, si Malaysia ama Singapore? Na tunaenda huko kutafuta nini? Siko na kwetu. Si tutengenezewe yetu hapa Kenya ikuwe sawa sawa, tuende kufanya nini huko? Kuna wenyewe huko. Sasa hiyo Singapore itaanza, uwajibikaji utaanza kwako pale. Kama uko na State House unatumia siwi miezi 3, ni miezi 3 ama ni 2, 4.3 billion. Sikia, was it 1 month? Hiyo ni direction ya kwenda Singapore kweli?
Now, calls for unity within the Mount Kenya region have intensified ahead of the 2027 general election. While speaking in Kitengela, former Mungiki leader Maina Njenga dismissed suggestions that the region could split into Mount Kenya East and West, insisting that the bloc will remain united. His remarks come amid debate sparked by a section of leaders proposing a regional split should there be no consensus on supporting President William Ruto's re-election bid. Njenga maintained that Mount Kenya's political strength lies in unity and collective decision-making. He spoke while mourning his father, Stephen Kamunya, who will be laid to rest in Laikipia later this month.
What we are saying is the people of Mount Kenya West, those who are resisting. If we, the people of Mount Kenya East, when we have an opportunity to be heartbeat away to presidency, is when government is banned, then tutasema mchana peupe atutaki kuwa kwa hiyo mlima. Mnanielewa?
To the people of Mount Kenya and Kenyans at large is that they should remain united. I don't see anything that is going to divide us as we go forward. We are going to decide in one form, and we are going to go together as one team. We are talking to each other. Don't you see we are talking? Wakati huu ni wakati wa huzuni. Tumempoteza baba wetu ambaye ni Stephen Kamunya Njoroge. Yeye alikuwa anakaa na sisi vizuri na alikuwa anatupenda sisi zote. Na alikuwa anapenda jamii ya watu wote kutoka sehemu zote. Na tunaomba Wakenya wote kutoka sehemu zote, kutoka vyama mbalimbali, wote wakuje tushirikiane pamoja, tumzike mzee wetu, tupokee baraka pamoja, na katika hiyo hali tutakuwa tumefanya jambo mzuri sana.
Tunataka kuambia Wakenya, tunaunganisha Wakenya wote. We are coming together so that Kenya can be peaceful. We are appealing for peace, and that's why we are here, because the leader is going to show Kenya direction in terms of peace.
Now, moving on, the government has been urged to expand and strengthen nursing training institutions to address the persistent shortage of nurses in the country. Speaking in Nakuru during the graduation ceremony of more than 300 diploma and certificate graduates at PCA Nakuru West Medical College, Nakuru County CEC for Health Roslyn Mungai emphasized the need for nursing institutions to embrace technology to equip nurses with modern skills. She noted that innovation in training will enhance service delivery and help bridge the nurse-to-patient gap. Graduates were also urged to uphold professional ethics and safeguard patient privacy, especially in the era of social media.
The world is witnessing a shift in healthcare needs with emerging issues like pandemics, mental health, and technological advancements. Brethren, and especially the graduates, your adaptability, critical thinking, and the commitment to lifelong learning will be your greatest assets.
We further prepare our students for global opportunities. We have integrated foreign languages such as Germany. We not only want our students to go to UK or USA, we also want to see that we introduce foreign language aspects so that it enhances international employability and cultural competence.
This college is doing more than just training health professionals. It is shaping values, strengthening our health system, and preparing a workforce that will serve communities with skill, ethics, and compassion. That matters, especially at a time when demand for quality healthcare is increasing and the county needs well-trained, grounded professionals.
I, Monica Modoni, solemnly pledge myself before God.
Back to politics. Democratic Action Party of Kenya leader Eugene Wamalwa has launched a scathing attack on President William Ruto's administration, accusing it of incompetence and betraying the social contract with Kenyans. Now speaking in Kamukuyo, Bungoma County, Wamalwa faulted President William Ruto's administration, saying it has failed to implement the pledges it made to the people of Kenya. Have a look.
Bwana Ruto alisema nyuma ya siku 100 akiweka Biblia chini analeta mashini mpya hapa Nzoia. Alisema hakusema? Alisema nyuma ya siku 100 atalipa wakulima wote walioleta miwa Nzoia. Akasema wafanyikazi wote watalipwa. Alisema hakusema? Si mnaumia kama Wakenya wengine? Alisema kina mama, haswa mama mboga, atawainua watoke chini, bottom waende wapi? Up. Ile sasa imeongezeka, ile imeenda juu ni ushuru. Ndio sababu anaitwa Zakai.
Now, Kenya's opposition appears to be rallying around a preferred presidential contender following new survey findings that shed light on voter sentiment ahead of the 2027 general election. The poll suggests the opposition base is gradually coalescing around a candidate viewed as the strongest challenger to President William Ruto, with support cutting across several regions. The findings also underline the strategic importance of vote-rich areas such as Mount Kenya, where voter preference is expected to play a decisive role in shaping the opposition's final choice.
The question we ask Kenyans, who we talked to, is who is the most suitable candidate to fly the opposition flag? Who is the most suitable candidate to run against William Ruto in 2027? Kalonzo Musyoka once again leads the pack with 39%, followed by Dr. Fred Matiang'i at 22%. Gachagua scores 12%, Natembeya 10%, Eugene Wamalwa scores 6%, Karua has 3%, Muturi 1%, and 7% of the people we talked to are undecided. But 80% of the people we talked to, in a sample of 6,000, said the best candidate, the best bet for the opposition in that area is Kalonzo Musyoka, who scores 38%.
To labor matters now, the Kenya Union of Sugarcane Plantation and Allied Workers has announced a nationwide strike starting Monday. Union General Secretary Francis Wangara says workers at Muhoroni, Chemelil, Nzoia and Sony sugar mills will down their tolls over unpaid salary and terminal benefit arrears, totaling 1.9 billion shillings. The union accuses the government of failing to honor promises to clear the dues before Christmas, despite earlier agreements with the Ministry of Agriculture and the National Treasury. Wangara warns that unless payments are made or a firm commitment is issued, workers will not report to duty. The strike comes amid ongoing sugar sector reforms, with private investors now managing the mills.
Up to now, we have not received any communication from government indicating how they are going to make these payments. In the letter, we clarified to them that should they fail to pay by today, then workers will down their tools from Monday, which is now on 22nd. Why I've called this press is to advise the workers that we need their support this time around. The support we need from them is that they should not report to work on Monday unless the payments have been done or unless we have a concrete commitment that will show the payment before people break for Christmas. Failure to that, then we shall just be playing the games, we shall be being played games by government, and we might end up suffering like what is going through these other circles. And on this note, I'm urging those people who took over the companies, the so-called investors, to allow workers to exercise their democratic right. We are asking the government to pay. They are not the ones going to pay.
Moving on, as the festive season gathers pace, parents and motorists are being urged to balance celebration with responsibility, spend wisely, stay safe on the roads, and remember vulnerable children facing uncertain futures beyond the Christmas cheer. Leaders caution that excessive spending during the holidays often leaves families struggling to pay school fees and meet basic needs in January. Increased travel during the festive period has also historically been linked to a spike in road accidents. Have a look.
Ni vizuri wakati wewe unashiba ukumbuke kuna mwingine hana chochote, umpelekee kitu angalau hata yeye apate lishe wakati huu wa Christmas.
Tumekaliwa sana na ECBC sababu hata ukienda kujitetea shule mwalimu hataki kusikia, anakwambia tu utalipa kama watoto wazazi wengine. So tungeomba wangejua venye wangeweza kutusaidia kwa njia hii ama nyingine, ili hawa watoto waweze at least school fees yao ikue rahisi, tunaweza shukuru.
Pia school fees kama sisi sasa grade 9 tulifanya mtihani ya 9 tunaenda 10 tuko 5 na tunahitaji school fees.
Health facilities across the country have received additional medical supplies as authorities step up efforts to prevent disease outbreaks during the Christmas holiday, a period often marked by increased cases of malaria, respiratory and waterborne illnesses. The supplies donated by Micah Kigen will mainly benefit health facilities in Kerio Valley, an area frequently affected by malaria and snakebite cases. Have a look.
Wananchi wetu ambayo ile facility sasa ile wamechakua hizo facilities 5, kama ulikuwa umetagnesiwa P4 katika hiyo medical camp, tafadhali uende na utapata ile dawa ambayo ulikuwa umepewa ili uendelee na matibabu yako. Ya mwisho nataka tu niseme ya kwamba tumeongea na county leo asubuhi na tumebaliana ya kwamba kufika mwaka ujao tutakava the whole county na tutatafuta partners all over. Ile governor amesema mpaka international, tutaitisha hawa pia ili wakuje tuchumuike pamoja ili tuone watu wetu wamekuwa na afya bora.
Basi sisi kama county tuko na mkono wazi, tumefungua mikono yetu kuwakaribisha wote ambao wangetaka kusaidia watu wetu, na si lazima tu ukosoe, unaweza tukosoa na pia hata ulete solution. Kwa hivyo wakaaji wengi sana watapata dawa, na naambia wakaaji wote, ukipata unasikia usikii vizuri, tafadhali register tu SHA na uende hospitali yeyote ya county. Tuko na dawa ya kutosha. All our 131 facilities iko na dawa imejaa kila mahali. So usikuwe na wasiwasi, enda tu pale, bora umejiregister kwa SHA, enda utapata matibabu ya kutosha. Our staff wako wanakungojea. Wakati wa Christmas pia tutakuwa kungoja kukutibu, na kwa sababu tuko na dawa ya kutosha.
And of course, that story is about health facilities across Elgeyo-Marakwet County getting the much-needed shot in the arm. Moving on, during the launch of the Kisii Mediation Center, residents who are urged to embrace mediation as an alternative mechanism for resolving disputes, particularly land-related conflicts. Leaders and judicial officers noted that mediation brings justice closer to the people by offering faster, cheaper and more amicable way of settling disagreements compared to lengthy and costly court proceedings. They emphasized that increased use of mediation will also help ease congestion in courts, allowing the judiciary to focus on more complex cases. Now, following the launch, professionally trained mediators will be deployed across the region to handle various disputes at the community level. The initiative is expected to enhance access to justice by promoting dialogue, reconciliation, and peaceful coexistence among residents, while ensuring that disputes are resolved efficiently and in a manner acceptable to all parties involved.
And therefore, now the Mediation Center is officially
all over the world. the world is moving away from litigation to mediation. And we have always been relying on court and mediation. And there are so many cases that can be resolved. In fact, in the country right now, 85% of the cases don't find their way to court. And our Constitution, Article 48, talks about access to justice. Access to justice does not mean access to the courts only. Access to justice means providing or creating an environment where people can resolve their disputes peacefully.
We would be in a better place if these mediators were deployed out there in the field to try and mediate some of the cases in order to decongest our courts, our administrative centers, that is the offices of the chiefs, the assistant chiefs, and of course the DCCs. So it is a very, very well thought out idea.
We ask more people to come and join us so that we can bring peace. And once we have got the peace in the communities, there will be development and people will have better lives.
Well, at 15 minutes past the hour, time now for a very short break, but don't go away. We'll be back with more.
No more excuses. It's time to rise, grind, and own your mornings. Join Coach Shadrach Ouma every Monday to Friday from 5:30 to 6 a.m. only on TV47. Full body workouts, zero equipment, maximum results. Start strong, stay strong. TV47 Fitness with Coach Shadrach only on TV47. Looking for the perfect way to kick off your weekend?
Pole. Hiyo ni salamu ya Mluya kabisa.
Tune in to Friday with Betty, the most exciting show on TV.
Betty, one tear gas. Betty, I didn't know where this guy's going.
From the latest news and trends to unforgettable moments.
Hey, I mean, you know,
Friday with Betty is your go-to show for a fabulous Friday night.
Theological, meteorologist, what is that word, Willis?
Tune in this and every Friday at 9 p.m. and let's make your Fridays unforgettable. Only on TV47. Enjoy uninterrupted live streaming of your favorite programs on TV47 and Radio 47 on the go with our new mobile-friendly website. Experience the future of broadcasting. Visit www.tv47.digital or scan this QR code and stream your way to endless news and entertainment. Welcome to the home of untold stories.
This is Kenya's #1 talk show, Dr. Frederick. My name is the Eagle himself. Dr. Frederick is my name.
We are flipping the script, but guess what? Or should I say, guess who is taking over tonight's show?
Anyway, furahia umekaa na kasukuni. CP unit ni Punet. So you guys knew about Piga. Sawa basi. I say man, that don't give you the whole time.
I don't want to go back to brokenness.
I just love the high life. Siwezi taka kuimagine ati nimesota.
You have to watch to find out.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. The Makueni County government has stepped up efforts to address the growing challenge of solid waste management in major towns by directing residents and business owners to install dustbins outside their premises. The move is aimed at promoting responsible waste disposal and reducing littering, which has become a major environmental and public health concern across urban centers in the county. Speaking in Makindu during a market cleanup exercise, the County Officer for Trade, Industry and Tourism, Dr. Jocelyn Zilani, revealed that the county has already secured a new site for solid waste management. The county government has called on residents and traders to cooperate fully, stressing that collective responsibility is essential to achieving a cleaner and healthier Makueni County.
We had earmarked to come and clean and green Makindu. The initiative is basically to make our environment clean and ensure that the community appreciates the issue of making an area where they live or they carry out business clean. We have partnered with several people and the partners are here and they've given us immense support.
The environment where our people live, when it is clean, will prevent very many diseases, especially diarrheal diseases. And this is an initiative that even brings down the cost of health, because when we keep diseases away, these clients will not need to come to the hospital for antibiotics, for laboratory investigations, and so on and so forth.
Tuna shida kubwa ya watu wetu ya kutupa takataka ovyo ovyo. Na leo tunataka kuwahimiza na tuwaonyeshe ya kwamba takataka inatakiwa ikusanywe mahali pamoja, kama vile tulikuwa tuna mpango wa kila duka iwe na mti na iwe na dustbin. Ndio takataka iwe imewekwa mahali pamoja, ndio ikizolewa town inakuwa clean.
Moving on, the National Government Constituencies Development Fund, NGCDF, has celebrated its staff during an annual awards and team-building event, bringing together corporate leaders and key stakeholders to recognize the role of employees in driving grassroots development. The ceremony honored outstanding staff members for their dedication and service across the country in a move aimed at boosting morale and strengthening performance across the fund. Speaking during the event, NGCDF Chairperson John Olago Aluoch reaffirmed the fund's commitment to serving all Kenyans, noting that allocations are distributed equally to constituencies as required by law. On his part, Chief Executive Officer Yusuf Mbuno urged Kenyans to support NGCDF, describing it as a public fund designed to directly uplift communities and accelerate national development.
Kenyans expect CDF to perform beyond what the law allows us to perform. The law allows us only to restrict ourselves to those responsibilities that are to be done by the national government. We do the best we can to ensure that what is given to us, 2.5%, is distributed equally as provided for by the law. We follow up to ensure that the funds we distribute to constituencies are utilized prudently.
Ni kwamba wananchi wajue kwamba hazina hii ya National Government CDF na hasa wale wapinzani wa hii hazina wajue hii hazina ya NGCDF ni hazina wananchi. Wanaonufaika zaidi na hii hazina ni wananchi wenyewe. Na hii hazina chochote kitokea isiweko ni wananchi wataumia, kwa sababu mara nyingi huwa watu kuna kukosa ufahamu. Watu wanadhani kwamba hii hazina ni wajumbe. La hasha. Hii hazina ni vile inalenga maeneo bunge, lakini inalenga wananchi ambao kwenye maeneo bunge.
Welcome to the world of sports. The SportPesa Premier League returns with a mouth-watering round of fixtures as KCB prepare to lock horns with the dangerous Shabana side in an early kickoff this afternoon. The Bankers head into the clash buoyed by a midweek victory and will be eager to maintain momentum as they keep a close eye on the top positions in the standings. Action continues tomorrow with APS Bomet taking on Tusker, Bandari hosting Mathare United, and a heavyweight showdown pitting Gor Mahia against Nairobi United. As it stands, Gor Mahia sit top of the table with 23 points after 12 matches, narrowly ahead of KCB and AFC Leopards, setting the stage for an exciting weekend of league action. Have a look.
A very tough match. Gor Mahia, of course, they are the league leaders, and yeah, they've so far the last match they managed to win. We also managed to win, and I think both teams are coming in on a positive. So we expect a very tactical and tough match, but we've prepared for it, and we need to build on that. We created many chances. Of course, we expect to try and score tomorrow and just make sure we defend well. Yes, Gor Mahia have been good on transitions, and we've worked on it. Transitions from defending to attack. So I think we expect them to do the same, and yeah, we are prepared for that.
Confederation na ligi, alafu pia tujakuwa na run poa kwa ligi, but naweza sema so far upstand, tumerudi kwa form. Kesho it's a big task against a big opponent, but as usual 90 minutes decide the best team.
Across our borders now, Federico Ravaglia emerged as Bologna's Thank you so much for watching. Keep safe and God bless.